Hello, I'm Sonny Singh here, and I am a life coach and a therapist in complementary and alternative medicine. And in this particular live stream, I'm going to talk to you about sleep and actually specifically about sleep problems. Now, a lot of my clients and just people in general that I normally talk to, socialize with, etc. Well, online these days, have all been complaining about sleep and essentially struggling to have any kind of a consistent pattern in their sleep, whereby normally they might have between 7 to 8 hours, but they're struggling to get about 4 to 5. And one of the reasons for this is down to the fear and the anxiety caused by the pandemic. And also, whilst being in lockdown without the option to go to work or to be able to travel broadly, openly, like we used to before the lockdown, is causing lots and lots of issues for people, and it's affecting their sleep. So before I give you 3 techniques that we can use in NLP hypnotherapy meditation that might actually help you to get a better night's sleep, I just want to quickly go through some of the main reasons, about 5 in general, as to why people actually struggle with sleep. The first one is down to excessive anxiety, stress, and also having fear as well. So if you are really anxious about something, there are going to be lots of ruminating thoughts in one's mind that are going to prevent people from falling asleep. The second one is depression. If somebody is actually in a state of depression where they feel very hopeless and they're not able to get out of their current mindset or their situation, that they don't see any kind of positivity or anything happening which might help them in the future, then being in a depressed state can also affect your sleep. And some people who are depressed can't sleep at all and complain of lots of insomnia as well. Also, one's own physiology and biology, and sometimes with age, our hormones in our bodies can also go through different cycles and periods. So it's really important to be aware of those. And it may well be something that may require some clinical or medical intervention. But it's really important to be aware of your own bodily functions as well. And if you feel that something is not quite right, then something has to be done, and it could well be down to one's hormones. Also, it's important to understand that with age as well, the older we get, that could also impact on sleep. Research and also what we know about sleep, we tend to find that the younger generation could probably get between about 8 to 10. But when you get older, the advice is to get around 8 hours of sleep, but some people struggle to even get 5 or 6 because of age, because the older we get, the body is saying to us that we require less sleep, but actually we might need more sleep. And the fifth reason is medication, that if some people are on certain types of medication, that could also affect their sleep. And obviously your GP or your personal family doctor will be able to advise on any side effects of that. Now, we're coming on to the 3 techniques that can be used to actually help with your sleep patterns. And the first one actually comes from NLP. And this really is about trying to manage your thoughts and the subsequent emotional impact of your thoughts from the day that you've had, or maybe if you've had a stressful few days and things have been consolidating and things are getting worse, and then you keep playing back the same film or the same images over in your head all the time that are affecting your thoughts, then that can definitely affect your sleep patterns. So what I want you to do is that, say for example, just before you go to bed, I'd like you to associate with your day. And when I mean by associate with your day, try to play back your day like a film. And that film may be in certain parts, maybe a few hours in the morning, around lunchtime, afternoon, evening, and then nighttime. So try to play back things that have happened, particular situations or events, and be in tune with the emotional response to certain events. because these are going to be ruminating in your mind, and they could well be ruminating in the form of intrusive thoughts. So it's really important that just before you go into bed, you are just going back to your day and you are associating with. Now, even though it might make you a little upset, it may make you a little bit more anxious. But what you need to do next is, once you associate with the whole event of the day, things that have caused you some stress and anxiety, etc., you then need to disassociate yourself away from it. And the way to do that is those thoughts that have arisen throughout the day, you need to try and swish them out of your mind. So just see that they're traveling throughout your mind, that they were here now because you're associating with them, but now you're going to swish those thoughts away. And as those thoughts travel away from your mind, in terms of what's happened during the day, who said this, what said, someone did this, whatever, then the emotions that are attached to the thoughts, which are probably preventing you from focusing on your sleep, will also begin to drift. So with the first NLP technique, try to associate with the day and then disassociate with it. Now, the second technique is really going to help you with the disassociation away from what you did throughout the day, or events that are building up. Maybe you're concerned about your business, about your job, about family, loved ones, all these things which are very, very uppermost in people's minds at the moment. And what you're going to try to do is, with this particular technique, is to help you to disassociate yourself away from all of that. Try to now use the process of visualization. And when you are about to fall asleep, try to visualize somewhere which has no bearing on your current situation or your current context. Now, for me personally, if I've been working all day and I'm trying hard to unwind and try to get some shut-eye, try and get some sleep, then I would just take away all the visions, all the images, all the events, all the filming from the day, and I would then think about a nice beach, or I would think about having having a nice massage, for example. Anything which would normally make me feel very relaxed and sleepy, but I would try to visualize it. And it's not that hard to do if you can just close your eyes and try to bring that vision into your head. Because just as much as visions come to us and we have no control over them, we also have the power to be able to bring in more favorable, more positive imagery as well. Okay, and this is all part of NLP. It's about bringing in, trying to reprogram yourself to be able to have more positive and desirable images. So when you're closing your eyes, just think of that beach, think of the hot sun, basking all over your body. You're feeling a sense of warmth, comfort, ease, and you're going to have that nice, lovely Reiki massage or whatever it might be that actually helps you to completely relax. Just try to visualize. Now, the third technique, and these techniques can be done in order as a sequence or a pattern. And it's really important to, as I mentioned this, is to question, do you have a pattern and a routine to get yourself off to sleep? Most people don't, but they have routines to run their day, to run their businesses, to support their families, which is fantastic. But also that routine can also help with other activities such as sleep. So as you've gone through the first two techniques in terms of thought management, number one, in number two, in terms of visualization, then the third one is about trying to be completely relaxed, every muscle in your body to be completely relaxed. But what you do is you give permission to your body to relax one muscle at a time, okay? Or one body part at a time. Now, with hypnotherapy, or this is an example of self hypnosis as well. So what you could do is, with induction, when you undergo a hypnotherapy session, then normally you would start off with closing of the eyes, and then to a count of 10, then you get into a kind of a trance-like sleep. So what you could do is you can start off with the muscles around your head, above your eyes, your cheeks, and just begin to feel that they're beginning to relax and become loose. Because, and also you become aware of the tension, the stiffness, around different parts of your head or around your body. So what you could do, you could either take a hypnotherapy approach by starting with the head and moving yourself down, or normally with mindfulness meditation, normally you would start off with the feet and then work your way up, okay, until you then close your eyes. So it's really up to you how you do this, but the idea is whichever pattern you follow, you just need to make sure that your toes, your feet, your heels, and then you start off with your calves, and then your knees and your legs, and then make sure your shoulders, your whole torso, your frame, arms, legs, head, neck, everything, bit by bit by bit by bit by bit, becomes relaxed. Now, if you're trying to do this and the other techniques simultaneously, it should then start to make you feel very sleepy, almost trance-like. And then it's really important to be able to, I know it sounds cliche, but the more relaxed you are, the more chances are that you'll be able to get off to sleep. And it's because there are these thoughts, there's this self-talk, if it's negative self-talk, and you're letting the whole day get in there, or an event or a situation, an ongoing problem. These things will not be sorted out just before you go to sleep. And that's, I don't mean to sound facetious in any way, but they're not. And this is what I tell myself, that this problem is not going to be solved now. So the choice I have is either staying awake all night, or I can try to follow a routine to try to do that. Now, with the third technique, you might find it doubly helpful to be able to play some very nice, easy listening music with soothing, smooth tones. You should be able to find on YouTube. You should be able to find some meditation music specifically for sleep. I wouldn't have anything to do with meditation for increasing brain power, because the tones are different and they will have a different impact on your brain. You want to slow everything down. You want the brain to relax. You don't want it to be able to do any more work than it's already done throughout the day. Okay, there's time for the brain to relax, not do any processing, just to be relaxed, and for it to then to allow you to fall asleep. Okay, so that's really important. And also, you may find simple things like just the actual bedding. Is it fresh? Is it soft enough? Is it comfortable? So things like just checking on your bedding and the bed itself, because there are different types of mattresses, and it may be that the mattress is not suiting you. So all these things could help. Some people find that just having a bit of hot milk beforehand can also help, or having a little lavender on the pillow. So these are little complementary things that may also help. But definitely, if you try this 3-step routine, this process of association and disassociation with playing back the film, number 2, the visualization, and then the third one, which is relaxing each muscle and body part at a time. So see how that goes. I would love to read your comments. And if you feel that you've got like an extra question to ask, or you want more advice, or you want more similar videos, please can you put in a comment in the description box. And if you want to be the first to receive similar videos like this, I'm doing a series of pandemic conversations where we take an important theme or topic that is really uppermost in people's minds at the moment during this lockdown period. So please do drop me your ideas in the description box, and please do subscribe. Okay, take care, everybody, and sleep well.